ईरान जानते हैं और ईरान जानते हैं ये हमारे Sein is, have you ever noticed how exhausting it is our thoughts? Sometimes bomb is to this is इसी नुनते से इहंदान हमारी किहारी हमारी हुए से. Yet you have already imagined 100 conversations. Nobody has rejected you. Yet you are already preparing yourself for disappointment. This is what overthinking does. Iran जानते हैं. So we find this is tills today peace a king daseं king countenance ike may never happen. We find it mari हुए हैं. Yet many of us hardly live in it. Many of us hardly in the past, or we keep worrying about the future. यह हमारी है कि हमारी हुए हैं. We think about what people meant when they looked at us in a certain way. We analyze every message, every silence, every expression, every word. We ask ourselves, जानते हैं ये माय हैं कि did I say something wrong? Are they is lying? Or if they are janting, that after spending hours thinking, is mandek haite, is seal a fine day, half day, in ibom is agning, allow sates or a difference between thinking half thing. Ik inkens hundin risa is parisemens, ingbond sol fras, overthinking creates us a find us race it's thinking it's who make decisions again in din ghaza jante hain aur idan hamari hue hain. Overthinking and leaves you stuck unable to move forward. Do we confine ourselves we will gain certainty? We find at hey but certainty does not always come from thinking harder. And sometimes a certainty comes from trusting Allah never asked us to control a full every outcome. Iran, hamari huए से. He asked us to trust Him. Many people are carrying wounds not because of what others actually did, but because of what they imagined others might do. Iran जानते हैं. ये हमारी hearts are tired from carrying assumptions instead of facts. Shaitan loves this. He whispers little doubts into our minds. Hamari हुए हैं. Then he steps back and watches us build an entire story around those whispers. One unanswered message becomes, they must hate me. One delayed reply becomes, ये गी गफाएं हैं. और ईरान जानते हैं, ईमान से अज़बीट उठी. One change someone's tune है. I must have some becomes igbot. Po. हमारी है कि हमारी हुए थे. Or did your fears convince you it was true? Not every thought deserves your attention. Imagine someone knocking on your door every few minutes. Iran जानते हैं ये हमारी है कि open the door to every stranger. Of course not. Yet many of us open the door stranger of our minds to every negative thought that arrives. We welcome it inside. With isde isai, kuz and istays, heart, din, fragbinti, aul isve, j hours, afi is amt. Spinks is Iran zanne, ighanne kimari hai, is bind. One of the graceful strength, emotional strength is so learning to say, people are simply busy. Sometimes they are tired. Ufayki emi hai, o jante. Hamari hai, ye hamaris they are dealing with struggles you know nothing about. The world does not revolve around us, and not everything is about us. The fine dinge does they even ke. Mengen ze gives them the benefit of the doubt. Why? Because suspicion destroys us. Why? Fix or Iran जानते हैं ये हमारी है कि हमारी families have become divided because people believed stories they created in their own minds. और ईरान जानते हैं कि हमारी हुए हैं. How many marriages have suffered because one spouse assumed instead of asking, the heart becomes peaceful when it chooses clarity over suspicion. Find in Gaza, find the Zain is find content. We send the end say hamare fe and eating kanta if selves bombed. J Deen illusions. J for silence are isbution or ehavlations. When I find bonte or Iran avaye, some pickles, paspan jante, udend adjust, trying to understand it graze Hawaii, ignore me. In zong cruces, in fact, he is tal. Ken kamari han jante ke or Irana today? Ask yourself. Iran jante hain कि हमारी है किस हमारी हुए हैं. Am I seeking appreciation from people more than I seek the pleasure of Allah's? This everything. The moment your heart depends more on people than on Allah. लेकिन दिन गज़े हैं. Fin disappointment. Bomb is us. Disappointment. People make mistakes. Disappointment. People leave. People forget. People disappoint. But Allah never changes. The Kenya case, it is when Ali abandons his servants, Asanya forgets, Al-Iz has, Asanya abandons his servants. Al-Lisanzation. The key is being the Xis alaysas, unius efforts. When nobody appreciates silent, or mari yai ektike issa, it words. If it's the fine thing, gi'a daise hamari hai, or iranting ke hal touching it to a bomb, ting axbi hai. Why then is it being album ke? The fine zing de hamari inan is be reliance and they hate. Peoples are making or refining gante in them the source of your happiness. Vinay forgive. We help. Hamari hai ki hamari minikus us. Pan iba first. When Allah is first, everything else finds it to Allah first. Or Iran jante ke hamari hue hain. One reason we overthink people is because we want to control how they see us. We want everyone to like us. We want everyone to understand us. The same is the thing. We find with a hamari curse. P mit us. Eater, a being of eti, conis als. You speak the a, ke hamari hari hui, the most truthful people were called liars, the kindest people were treated harshly. If the greatest people could not please everyone, why do you expect yourself to? Begin find Iran de, ye hamari hai, ke Iran di hamari eh gaye. I hue hai, you are exhausting yourself chasing something that does not exist. You could be the sweetest fruit on the tree and someone will still say they prefer another fruit. The key is being bontain, is being did, was us. It's us. Zimari hai. Do your best. Do ye it hamari. Id aize. It enda are. Them. Gingte wigafan. I'll be fast igansa. Dunay heavy ke cause the things Allah never asks them to carrying who are carrying everyone's expectations, everyone's opinions. It Iran jante hain, din ghazate hain, asay tre, din the judgments jante, everyone judges, ivrin te, ivis jin asay free astechen, fine tadijas, fein de, and I fine bombed is j, fastless, there is SAV de, fun de, izun, fractise is being. Is fires dint. Gaza jante hamari hai ki hamari hue hain. Success becomes more meaningful. Failure becomes more bearable. It comes from your relationship with your Creator. Inte hai din homt hos is us. For a din selves our pass. Samov ho conversation te regat bond. Du barebi sikal thick our pass. Asking face to pingi zubing. Dundin. Why tell you something this kinds and to thinking about your mistakes. Din gazate ini itaitin natsen on hack something. I on have no else forgotten. Why keep uncovering them in your own mind. Lekin takes it. If Allah sustain the un eftis find the aften repente, why refuse to forgive yourself? Do not let yesterday steal today yourself. Do not let old regrets stop new beginnings. Ik he frekin kasidden Iran ausand hainda hue Every sunrise, sincere opportunity to is return to Allah. Every comparing ourselves to others. Fiya hind choose din hamari hai, someone's success, someone's marriage. We see someone's success, someone's marriage, one start family, someone doing wrong. Den gunding hers dun tamate feens le fe bon find us interbons pina pingan state pingan bonds. Because we jante hain ye hama hain. You do not know the struggles behind there. About at night Allah distributes blessing with perfect wisdom. Is being pass. Being din a was always end. We see it. Ikas, ghaz, frested, izat, saus, fras. The Iran Jamthing thus asked it, your journey is unique because you're zante exactly what your soul needs. Sometimes let's delay something because your heart is not ready. Hamari hai, कि हमारी हैं, कि हमारी हुए हैं. Islam holds something because he is protecting you. Sometimes he removes someone because he knows they would harm your faith. And sometimes he closes a door because he intends to open one far better. But overthinking keeps asking why. Faith gently replies, Allah knows. Kiran jante hain कि हमारी है. There is peace in those words. Allah knows. He knows what you cannot see. He knows what you cannot understand. He knows what is coming tomorrow. The cows bang jaine hamari hane hamari hidden blessing. He knows every hidden blessing. He knows every hidden danger. And because he knows, you can trust him. Trust is not pretending life is easy. Just to contend or in zanti akes. Trust is believed. In lands wise. This bay are not the hearts that never cry. ईरान एनते हैं और ईरान जानते हैं ये हमारी है कि हमारी हुए हैं. They are the hearts that cry while still trusting Allah. Nothing wrong with feeling hurt. There is nothing wrong with feeling disappointed. ईरान जानते हैं कि हमारी हुए हैं. ये हमारी, there is nothing wrong with asking Allah to ease your pain. But do not allow your pain to become a permanent home inside your heart. Pain should bring you closer to Allah. And despite faith, Ivid I guess, or Iran jante hain, we find Haman be further away from our fate. Meek us, choose the beat justuch. It has done, dind ke, Hamari jante, choose the frayer, the be find bombed, istafer, tu fer isnas. Ige is, tun Iran, Hamari hue hain. Khan sincere samare can calm a heart. Unhurt-footed calm, Utens can remove a burden that endless analysis never could. Hin engani eisgent pachisen es feilsent krientet minkon es din sigraz us unkond mites enkas is heighted se noise every worry instead. Beginning idas as de hain or en jante hain me hamar de is diran kum कि एन इस हमारी है ज़िक्रस कुम इस पेंटेंस. ईरान जानते हैं और इरमफाइन जानते कि हमारी और जानते हैं. Then ding, you cannot always stop. Negative thoughts begin to change. You can stop from making a home there. कि हमारी है कि हमारी हुए हैं. When fear comes, remember Allah है. When anxiety comes, remember Allah है. When disappointment comes, remember Allah hai. When loneliness comes, remember Allah. पर ईरान इस जानते हैं और ईरान जानते हैं नटी हुए हैं. Not because your problems disappear instantly, but your becomes stronger. That is the gift of faith. Life will always have uncertainty. Ring है कि हमारी हुए हैं. People will continue to surprise you. Clans will sometimes fail. Wars will sometimes close. Hearts will sometimes break, but Allah will always remain the same. ये हमारी है कि हमारी हुए हैं. The one who cared for you before you were born still cares for you today. The one who sustained you yesterday will sustain you tomorrow. एक ईरान जानते हैं ये हमारी है कि हमारी prayers the one who answered your previous prayers. So stop forgetting your unto Allah's. You do not have to manage every outcome. You do not have to predict you do not have to understand every delay. You only need to keep walking toward Allah with sincerity. Din diyan jante orin is they sell rain edati appreciate first themselves yamari if life is this thank Allah. Ik funin dis atistem gruchet I hamtet was aye re it becomes still thank Allah because life's wisdom is greater than your understanding. Protect your heart. Deen jante hain ke izin ke hamari precious says gifts Allah has entrusted to you. Do not hand it over to fear, give assumptions or the one who created it. कि ये हमारी है कि हमारी हुए हैं. Fill it with trust instead of doubt, with remembrance instead of worry, with hope instead of despair. To find that ये हमारी है कि ये हमारी हुए हैं, and with certainty that whatever Allah chooses for you will always be better than anything you could choose for yourself. Walk through this life with kindness, sincerity. It counts कि हमारी हुए हैं. Patience and reliance upon Allah, knowing that every step taken toward Him is wasted, every tear shed for His sake is counted. Is virande heart that places its trust in Allah will always find a peace that no amount of overthinking can ever take away.